any of us really know?
No.
We do.
Okay, so. It's 6:30. Does everybody want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So first of all, let me just say, this is Mary Mita, the first selectman for the town of Stafford that's speaking right now. And I think we're all very happy to be back. Hi, John. Hi, Rick. It's been a while since we've been able to have a meeting, and I hope all is well with both of you. It's been a crazy few weeks, and I'm so glad that we can finally have our meetings again. My days, I'll just talk about what I do. My days are spent on numerous conference calls trying to stay up to date with the ever-changing information from the governor, the health department, information from Evergreen and Johnson Memorial. I also have been checking in on all of my staff to make sure that we're still providing service to our community and making sure that everybody is following the social distance protocol. For those of you that are on the line listening, we are together but separated, taking into account the 6-foot social distancing recommendations. I always try to look on the bright side of everything. This has pushed many, including us, to jump into the year 2020 and learn the technology at our fingertips in order to bring our meetings into your homes. A technology we hope to continue even as this pandemic subsides. Our goal is to get all the boards and commissions up and running for meetings, especially the Board of Finance. We were ready to present our budget to the Board of Finance when the pandemic hit, and we had to cancel all of our meetings until we could wrap our heads around how we were going to proceed. We are going to revisit our budget to see if there's any additional cuts or anything that we can do due to any projects that we can't accomplish or funding that we can't spend in this current year that we're sitting in right now. We may be able to encumber money to next year and then cut from that year's budget. We're all in a time that's unprecedented, and due to many changes that the governor has put into place, the budget procedure and the referendum will look different this year. Different can be really scary, but we'll be okay. We, the Board of Selectmen, have gained your trust over the last 2 years, and we absolutely have no intention of pushing our budget through without fully explaining how we've come to our conclusions on the budget. When we do present our budget to the Board of Finance, it will be presented in the same way that you're listening tonight so that the public can hear what to expect. And after that, we'll make sure there will be ample time to have questions submitted, answered, and then posted on our website so that all can be informed. We'll have more information coming to you in the future as we get closer to that. This is a huge learning curve, one that I have no doubt we will get through. Our goal is and always will be the best interest of the town of Stafford. And again, we will get through this. The town government is still operating. All of the employees are working. The Parks Department's out getting to much needed ground maintenance. Public Works is cleaning catch basins, patching roads, grading, trimming back brush. The transfer station continues to run as normal with the exception of the temporary closing of the swap shed. Town hall offices are closed to the public, but we are open to take calls or emails to assist you with a limited people in the town hall. I also want to take this minute to thank all of our first responders and healthcare workers for their dedication to their professions during this pandemic. Our teachers who have had to adapt to teaching from home, and to all the parents who are keeping their children learning from home. I cannot even imagine doing that. With 3 kids of my own, I can't imagine how I would ever get that done. All the residents of Stafford who have jumped in without a moment's hesitation to do what is needed to get everyone through these tough times. We have residents that are making masks, and the people jumping in to get those sewing angels the items they need to complete their mission. Residents that are putting food in coolers, offering that food up to everyone so that no one goes hungry. You know what, I could go on and on. We are Stafford, and we will get through this together. John, Rick, do either of you have anything you want to say? And don't forget that when you say something, you have to announce who you are prior to that. John?
Well said. I'm a selectman. Okay, this is John Locken of the Board of Selectmen. Apologize for the confusion. I just said to Mary, well said. Thank you very much for that detailed statement. I just hope that everybody out there is safe and sound and doing well, and we'll continue to serve the town the best we can. Rick, I'll turn it over to you.
This is Rick Hartenstein, and I would like to say the same as what John and Mary just said. Well said, Mary. It has been a stressful few weeks for all of us, but we are getting through it, and I'm sure our town of Stafford will pull together as we have and continue to move forward. So with that, God bless everybody, and we move on.
Well said, both of you. And that's all we can do. It's been very stressful for every single person that's involved in this. And, you know, we have no choice but to keep moving on. I think the end is going to be in sight, and we continue. So let me go on to item 3 on our agenda. It's the Board of Selectmen's 2020-21 budget. I don't have a huge amount to say at this point, but just that we are going to go back, that we may be going back to look at how we're going to spend, you know, the money next year. It is an unprecedented time. So we're going to look and see if there's anything that we have not used in the budget that we're sitting in, and possibly encumber it to next year. So I think we owe that to the taxpayers, to look into and try to do what we can do during these tough times. We're going to have to look into, without cutting really essential services, how we can get down to something that we can be responsible to the residents and the taxpayers of the town of Stafford without hurting essential services. And you know what? We make tough decisions every single day, and we may have to make tough decisions. And those decisions are going to be based on needs and wants. And we're going to have to go back and forth and, you know, do that. So in the next couple of weeks, I think we're going to need, if we all can go back and look at the budget and, you know, work on it a little bit more. And then the next week or two, we'll start to have meetings again. My big goal is, now that we had our meeting, the Board of Ed had a meeting last night that went very well. As I said earlier, as you saw little hiccups here, it's a learning curve for us. But you know what, it is exciting. So this is going to be possibly the way that we're going to do our meetings in the future, so that people that can't come to the town hall to see our meetings can listen to them and then email questions in or any way that we can do it. So it is a tough time. We're facing some challenges, but it's exciting too that, you know, we may be able to push forward with this. So do either of you have any questions on the budget? All right, I hear nothing. So for that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn. This is Rick Hartenstein.
John Ross, I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Our meeting for the Board of Selectmen is now over.